Team of the Western Canadian Baseball League. It's the Fort McMurray Giants versus your Lethbridge Bulls. And here is the starting lineup and batting order for Fort McMurray. Leading off in center field, number 26, Connor Rainey. Batting second, the catcher, number 3, Nick Suave. Batting third, designated hitter, number 34, Matt Rhodes. Hitting cleanup, playing second base, number 9, Coleman Kalaguchi. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 17, Carter Herkin. In the sixth spot, the shortstop, number 16, Ben Swenson. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 41, Ryder Duncan. Batting eighth, in left field, number 19, Camden Sanders. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 5, Connor Martin. Starting pitcher for Fort McMurray Giants is number 33, Ash Amerland. Now it's time to send it down to our game day host, Brent Redlinski.
All right, Lethbridge, we're back for another night of Lethbridge Bulls baseball. Rock 106, Browns Social House, Rock the Park night tonight here at Spitz. Let's have ourselves a great time tonight. But before we get to tonight's festivities, we'll send it back up to Mr. Brian Janot, the voice of Spitz Stadium, for last night's Sisters Pub Player of the Game.
The Sisters Pub Player of the Game from last night's game against the Regina Red Sox, number 27, catcher Ben Simmons. Might be a long time before we see a catcher have the kind of defensive game Ben had last night. He caught 3 pop-ups, one against the screen, an unbelievable play. He threw out 2 base runners, attempting to steal. He handled a bunt, and he also had a base hit. And for his efforts, Ben receives a $25 gift certificate from Sisters Pub, the official game day pub of the Lethbridge Bulls. Umpires for tonight's game, as assigned by the Western Canadian Baseball League. At the plate is Travis Oberg, first base Cody Nelson, third base Lonnie Smith.
All right, Lethbridge, we don't give this bull nearly enough credit for all the BS that he puts up with. Let's welcome out everybody's favorite bull, T-Bone. All right, now for the Lethbridge Bulls, Davis, Pontiac, or Buick GMC Bulls starting lineup. Leading off, the DH, Shea, not a hitter, McTavish. Starting in center field, number 5, Brennan McTavish. Batting third, the first baseman, number 23, Twinkle Toes Carter. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, number 26, Big Jack Kaliski. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 8, Steven Andrechek. Playing right field, number 19, Bronze Adonis Cornell. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 9, Luke Whitley. Batting eighth, the Sisters Pub player of the game from last night, the catcher, Ben Simmons. Last but certainly not least, batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, JC and the Sunshine Band, Spinoza. And tonight's starting pitcher for your Lethbridge Bulls, number 22, Brett Getz. Now, if you know, please rise if you're able and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
Spit Stadium in Lethbridge, Alberta is the site. The Lethbridge Bulls, the Fort McMurray Giants, Western Canadian Baseball League action is the scene. Good evening, baseball fans. My name is Dustin Forbes, and this is Lethbridge Bulls Baseball on FloCollege. Thanks so much for having us on your Friday night. A sunny and typical windy Friday here in Lethbridge as the Bulls will look for win number 29 on the season. They ride in on a 4-game winning streak, while Fort McMurray looking for win number 18, trying to hold off Brooks for the 4th and final playoff spot in the West Division. They have lost their last 2 games, looking to put to bed that losing streak in the first of 3 games over the next 2 days here at Spit Stadium between the Giants and the Bulls tonight. And then tomorrow, a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games, 5 o'clock and 7:30. One, a makeup game from a rainout earlier this season. And to get the start for the Lethbridge Bulls tonight is the left-hander number 22, Brett Getz. The Medicine Hat, Alberta product comes into play. He was an all-star this season. 2-1 his record, a 3.56 ERA. In 7 games. This is his 7th start and 8th appearance. He's gone 35 1/3 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts, just 12 walks, 33 hits allowed. Defensively for the Bulls tonight, doing the catching is last night's player of the game for the Bulls, Ben Simmons, number 27 on the corners. At third, Luke Whitley. At first, Carter Clairhout. The middle infielders, number 2, J.C. Spinoza. Number 8, Steven Andrechek at shortstop and second base, respectively. And in the field, left to right, Jack Kaliski, number 26 at left. Brennan McTavish the center fielder, number 5, and Adonis Bernal, number 19, in right field, as Lee Matsuzaki gets the night off here tonight for Lethbridge. And Getz, who has had an all-star type season, will take on Connor Rainey to lead things off for the Fort McMurray Giants. He'll be followed by Nick Sauve and Matty Rhodes, due up here in the top of the first inning at Spitz Stadium. As the Bulls donning their City Connects jerseys, the gold with pinstripes, and the Giants in their black uniforms. As Getz on the mound, readies. First offering is a wild pitch past Ben Simmons for an opening ball, and the first pitch tonight, 7:10 on this Friday, and the first of the final 3 meetings of the season between the Bulls and the Giants. Here's a 1-0 fastball and a swing and a miss by Connor Rainey, the center fielder. Getz last worked 1 week ago, July 18th. He went 6 innings, got the win against the Saskatchewan Berries. That was a 5-3 victory for Lethbridge here at Spitz Stadium, as Getz comes back with a fastball off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Fort McMurray leadoff man. Getz has won his last 2 decisions. Go back to July 1st against Weyburn, as this one slapped down the first base line. Good play by Clairhout. Gets it to Getz. And in time, he'll apply the tag at first. Defensive play, a beauty by Carter Clairhout, going left to right and making the throw back, and the G3, a 3-1 put away. And 1 gone here in the top of the first inning. As Nick Sauve, the catcher, will come to the plate with 1 away in the top of the first. Lethbridge this season sitting with a record of 28-16. They've won the last 4 games, as a swing and a miss by Sauve, 0-1. Sauve for Fort McMurray coming into the game, batting .294 this season. Here's an 0-1 from Getz, and that one in the air, lined and caught by Steven Andrechik, the second baseman, and 2 out. And now Matty Rhodes, the designated hitter, will stand in for his first look at Brett Getz tonight. Home Run Derby champ at the All-Star game back on July 19th in Okotoks. Takes the first pitch inside. Rhodes this season, 7 home runs for Fort McMurray, 30 RBI, the heavy lefty. Gets Rhodes swinging there. 1 ball, 1 strike. .281 average this season for Rhodes out of Monument, Colorado. There's a 1-1 off speed upstairs, misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rhodes attends Butler University in the fall. Here's a 2-1, and that one off the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Rhodes. On deck is Coleman Kawaguchi. Rhodes has 38 hits this season. Here's a 3-1 on the ground. Couple of bounces for Andrechik. Sets and throws, and a 3-up, 3 down first inning for Brett Getz. And the Bulls will head to the sticks mid-first at Spitz Stadium. You're watching the Lethbridge Bulls and WCBL action on FloCollege.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, We'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
Bottom of the first inning here at Spitz Stadium. And a scoreless game as the Bulls, their first opportunity on the sticks. And the starter for Fort McMurray tonight, number 33, the left-hander Ash Amerland. He comes into the game today with an 0-3 record, ERA 4.69, 10 games. This will be his 5th start of the season, 11th appearance in 23 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, 26 walks, has given up just 8 hits, which is some pretty impressive numbers, even though he hasn't won a game so far this season. He last worked on July 17th, went in a third of an inning in a game against the Sylvan Lake Gulls. As leading things off for the Lethbridge Bulls will be the designated hitter, Shane McTavish, making his season debut, the older brother of Brennan McTavish, who is on deck tonight as the McTavish brothers get the Bulls started. Carter Clairhout also due up here in the home first. As Amerlin will get set. Second appearance this season against Lethbridge. Faced the Bulls back on June the 14th as he plunked McTavish with the first pitch of the game. And Shea will take a free pass on a hit by pitch down to first. And welcome to the WCBL season, Shea McTavish. And now the younger brother, Brennan McTavish, will come to the plate. And is Shea gonna be replaced? He will. So quick work by Shea McTavish. And so Bernie Sakaris will come in to take over for Shea. And all of that to make Shea eligible for the WCBL postseason, I believe. So he has record in a game. And Bernie Sakaris will take over from here in the DH spot. And in the leadoff spot, as Brennan McTavish takes a first pitch ball for Amerlan. And a 1-0 count. McTavish, Brennan, this season for the Bulls, batting .293 as he swings through there, and even of a count 1 ball, 1 strike. McTavish, 30 RBIs this season, has 5 home runs. Here's the 1-1 from Amerlan, and that one upstairs. So Sakaris at first after McTavish reached on a hit by pitch. Here's a 2-1 from Amerlan, and that one in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sakaris at first, in as the pinch runner. Here's the 2-2, and McTavish swings and misses. Throw to second is not in time. Sakaris in safe. And so 1 gone, and a runner in scoring position for Carter Clairhout. And a strikeout for Ash Amerlan. Clairhout riding a 4-game hit streak coming into the contest tonight after going 1 for 4 with an RBI yesterday against Regina. Drove in 4 against the Red Sox on Wednesday as he fouls this one to the screen 0-1. Clairhout has 7 RBI over his last 4 games with that 4 spot on Wednesday night against Regina. A 1 count for Clairhout. Fastball fouled back into the screen again, 0-2. Clairhout batting .325. 43 games this season. Sakaris about a 7-foot lead at second. Hammerland checks. Off speed, swing and a miss. Clairhout, 2 down, both on strikeouts. And back-to-back punch-outs for Ash Hammerland.
Jack Polisky.
The umpire crew tonight calling balls and strikes behind home plate as assigned by the Western Canadian Baseball League is Travis Obert, Cody Nelson at first, and Lonnie Smith is at third as Jack Kaliski stands in for his first trip with 1 on and 2 away here in the home first. First offering to Kaliski in for a strike, 0-1. Jack this season batting .335. 9 home runs, 38 RBI. He also an all-star this season for Lethbridge. Here's an 0-1. Flared back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Steven Andrechik is on deck. Kaliski coming into the game today. Riding a 4-game hit streak himself. 3 times in the last 4 games during that span. Multiple hits in a game, including a 2-for-4 night last night. Had a home run as well with 3 RBI against Regina in the win. 0-2 on the ground, past the second baseman. Sakaris getting waved around. He'll come in to score. And Kaliski, his 39th RBI of the season, and the Bulls have a 1-0 lead. An RBI single for Jack. Sakaris scored. And Lethbridge has first blood as Steven Andrechik will come to the plate with 2 away. Here in the home first. First offering to Andrechik is a fastball upstairs. 1-0. Andrechik this season batting .272. Off the plate, 2-0. Andrechik had a hit last night as well against Regina with an RBI. He has ribbies in 3 straight games. Does Steven, 4 of them in that span after going 5 games without an RBI. Only had 1 ribby in his previous 11 games, but 4 RBI on a 3-game streak for the Bulls' second baseman. Two balls and a strike. Hammerland ready. Fastball in there, 2-2. Hammerland from Aruba. Here's the 2-2. And that one low, runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Koliski at first after the RBI single. Bringing in Bernie Sakaris to open up the scoring. Andrzejczyk looking to keep the first inning going. "3-2, runner on the way, and a breaking ball off the plate will walk Andrzejczyk. And so runners at first and second for Adonis Bernal. So Bernal will stand in with Jack Koliski at second and Steven Andrzejczyk at first. Adonis this season batting .267. First pitch off the plate, 1-0. Bernal starting to heat up as well. Feels like an reoccurring theme for the Bulls batters of late. Running a 4-game hit streak is Adonis. Has a big cut there and a swing and a miss, 1-1. Has 4 ribbies over his last 4 games after just 1 in his previous 4. There's the 1-1 inside. Did that get him? Looked like it did. Caught Bernal on the inside leg, and so the base is loaded for Luke Wheatley. And that's 2 hit batters and a walk to go along with a single allowed and 2 strikeouts for Ash Amerlan in this interesting first inning, as Wheatley will look to try and cash in a couple more runs with the bases loaded, but 2 out. As the catcher, Nick Sauve, having a conversation with Amerlan, talking about approach to Wheatley. Wheatley coming in with an average below 150, batting 147 this season in 24 games. First pitch swinging and 0-1. The big cut on a first pitch fastball from Amerlan. Koliski at third, Andrzejczyk at second. And Adonis Bernal at first. That one on the outside corner, 0-2 to Luke Wheatley. Amerlan trying to hold the Bulls to 1. 23 pitches for him so far in this first inning. 0-2 off speed. And that one looked close, but called a ball, 1-2 now. That's a good take by Wheatley on that one. One, two, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Bulls strand the bases loaded, but they cash a run and lead 1-0 after 1 complete here at Spitz Stadium. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Top of the second inning here at Spitz Stadium, a 1-0 Lethbridge lead as Brett gets back out for the second. And a first pitch strike into Coleman Kawaguchi, the second baseman. He leads things off, followed by Carter Herkin and Ben Swenumson. Fastball 0-2. Getz just needed 11 pitches in the first inning to retire the side. That one misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kawaguchi batting .200 this season in just 7 games. This one off the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kawaguchi 1 for 3 yesterday in a losing cause in Brooks as he turns on this one. Fly ball, deep right field, all the way to the wall. That'll fall for a base hit, turning and heading to second. And that'll be a stand-up double for the leadoff man, Coleman Kawaguchi, here in the second.
Baseman 17, Carter Herkin.
For Kawaguchi, his first extra base hit that wasn't a home run this season. Had 3 homers in the 7 games, so it has some power. And that one was all the way to the track. As a ball here to Carter Herkin, the third baseman. Herkin batting .254 in 19 games for Fort McMurray out of Calgary. Here's the 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1. Herkin has 6 ribbies this season. Turns on that one, but knocks it foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Swenumson. Three-two. Upstairs, that'll be a walk. So the first 2 aboard here in the second for Fort McMurray, and Ben Swenumson, the shortstop, will stand in. And Swenumson, his 8th game this season for Fort Mac. It'll be his 20th at-bat. Lays down a bunt, but knocked it foul, 0-1. In the 7 games so far, Swenumson has a 158 batting average. He's struck out 6 times, has 2 ribbies, has walked once. Oh, 1, bunt again, and fouled again. And now 0-2, so that takes away the bunt. Runners at first and second, none away. Top of the second inning. This one fouled back and out of play. Oh, 0-2 count remains. This one on the ground. Double play ball, and it bumped over the head of J.C. Spinoza. One run comes in to score to tie the ball game. It's 1-1. The Henderson Hawk chewed up J.C. Spinoza there. Looked like it could have been an opportunity to get two. And that'll be a RBI double for Ben Swinumson. Tough bounce for Spinoza. As this one outside for a ball to Ryder Duncan. On the ground to second. A run's going to cash. Sandrachik juggled it. And that will be an error to the second baseman, and Fort McMurray has a 2-1 lead.
That team Camden Sanders.
And a terrible second inning so far for Lethbridge defensively. Couple of bad hops on the infield. One over the head of Spinoza, and one handcuffed Andrachek. And Fort McMurray has the lead. Runners on the corners with none away. Fastball and a swing and a miss by Camden Sanders. Sanders this season a 145 average in 28 games. Two balls, one strike. To Sanders. Has struck out 42 times this season. Is this one upstairs for a ball 3-1 from Brett Getz? Sanders home runs in 4 of his last 5 games. Swings and misses here. 3-2. In those 5 games, the 4 home runs to go along with 9 RBI. As he strikes out here. Has struck out now 43 times and 1 away.
Right fielder number 5, Hunter Martin.
And the number 9 hitter now will stand in. That was the first strikeout of the night for Brett. And a swing and a miss here by Connor Martin, the right fielder. Has batted 182 this season in 23 games. Also a pitcher for Fort McMurray this season on the mound, a 2.79 ERA with a 3-1 record. But in the field tonight for the Giants, who own a 2-1 lead. Both runs coming here in the top of the second. This one upstairs. 1-1. Off speed for a strike. 1-2. Good breaking ball there from Getz. One, two, on the ground, and foul. Cody Nelson called it as it just hit the inside of the line. That's as close as it comes. So second life for Connor Martin. Connor Rainey is on deck. As Martin standing in with runners on the corners and one away. One, two. In the air, but drifting foul out of play. As Martin stays alive. Hits in back-to-back games for Martin, both yesterday. 1 for 4 in the first game in the loss to Brooks, and then 1 for 3 in the second game. Had a triple in that one, though. As this fastball just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Getz looking for his second strike punch out. Got it. A high heater. And Martin swings through it, 2 away here in the second.
Center for 26, Connor.
And back to the top of the order, Connor Rainey. He's 0 for 1 now in this game, as stands in for his second opportunity. He grounded out to the first baseman to lead off the ball game. Fastball on the ground, and that one foul. 0-1. On the ground to Spinoza. Charges, throws, in time. That'll end the inning. The Giants get a couple of runs to take a 2-1 lead. Middle of the second, it's Fort Mac 2, Lethbridge 1. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
This summer, there's only one place to be, and that's Spitz Stadium.
You can sit here. Or here. You can sit here. Or here.
Or even here.
But not here. Get your tickets now at bullsbaseball.com and come experience Bulls baseball all summer long. It's going to be unbelievable.
Home second, we go here at Spitz Stadium after the Giants picked up a couple of runs in the top of the second inning. Is Ash Amerlan will get set to take on the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Ben Simmons, J.C. Spinoza, and Bernie Sakaris due up here in the second inning. After 7 went to the plate in the first for Lethbridge. In the top of the second, 7 went to the plate for Fort McMurray. As Ben Simmons will get his first look at Amerlan. And Simmons batting 179 this season. And the hit last night, 1 for 3 in the game against the Regina Red Sox. Fastball low, skipped by Nick Sauve, and a 1-0 count to Simmons. Hits in back-to-back games for the Bulls catcher. Turns on this one, knocked it to the pitcher, and a good play to get it on to first for the first out of the inning. A 1-3 put away.
to JC.
And now JC Spinoza, the number 9 hitter and the shortstop for the Bulls. First offering from Amerlin, and he flies that one by. I think that's 3 times so far in this young game that Amerlin has put one wide of the catcher. And so 1-0 to Spinoza, batting .241 this season. Fastball upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Spinoza had a 3-game hit streak in last night in the win against Regina. Was 0 for 2 with a walk, got hit as well, came in to score twice. 2-0 breaking ball that didn't break enough, and a 3-0 count to Spinoza. Bernie Sakaris is on deck. And that's a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter. And Spinoza will take his base as Bernie Sakaris will come to the plate. His first at-bat in this game. Products of Hobbs, New Mexico, batting .398 as his average has dipped below the 400 mark. And they're going to check the runner at first. Spinoza steps back. Bernie this season, the .398 average in 31 games, has 45 hits, 6 doubles, 4 home runs with 17 RBI. Fastball to Sakaris. And an 0-1 count. Taking the first one. Bernie last year played in only 13 games for Lethbridge, but had a .429 average. As this fastball misses upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Check the runner again at first. Spinoza back in safe. JC this season, just 2 stolen bases in the 25 games that he has played for Lethbridge. This one off the plate, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Brennan McTavish. 1 on, 1 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning in a 2-1 Fort McMurray lead. And that'll be a walk. Back-to-back walks by Amerlin. And runners at first and second for Brennan McTavish as the heart of the Bulls order starts to make its way to the plate. And a conversation here as the pitching coach will make his way out.
So number 5, Cavill.
So McTavish inherits an opportunity with runners at first and second here in his second at bat. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Fastball low. 1-0. High and outside, 2 balls, no strikes to McTavish. Coming into the game today, McTavish with 30 RBI, third on the Bulls, behind Claerhout and Kaliski. Three and 0. McTavish was 3 for 4 last night in the win against Regina. Taking all the way, 3-1. McTavish trying to end an 8-game drought since his last RBI. You have to go back to July 13th as he takes this one inside and the bases loaded with a trio of walks. And now Carter Claerhout up to bat.
23, Carter Claerhout.
The meat of the order now with Claerhout and Kaliski both in succession with the bases loaded. Claerhout 8 home runs this season. RBI in 4 straight games. Hits in 4 in a row. First pitch on the ground. Roller got by the catcher. A run scores. Claerhout safe at first. An RBI single to tie the game at 2. Great hustle by Claerhout to get out of the box and down the line.
Yeah. Number 26, Jack Kaliski.
And now Kaliski. Bases loaded. 1 away. RBI number 37 for Claerhout, extending his stretch to 5 straight games with a hit and an RBI as Kaliski takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Jack had an RBI single in the first. Turns on this one, a flare to right. Falls for a base hit. Sakaris in to score. And that'll be another RBI single for Kaliski. And the Bulls have the lead. It's 3-2. And 2 RBI now for Kaliski in this one.
Second baseman, number 8, Stephen Anderson.
And the bases stay loaded for Steven Andrzejczyk. First pitch is low from Amerlan, up to 45 pitches now for the Giants starter. Swing and a miss by Andrzejczyk there. And 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrzejczyk walked his first time up in the first. 272 average this season, has 19 RBI. Bases loaded with 1 away. The leadoff man was retired. Ground ball on the infield. Charging is the third baseman. Throw to first in time. Run scores. Lethbridge leads 4-2.
Right fielder number 19, Adonis Bernal.
And now runners at second and third for Adonis Bernal with 2 away here in the second inning. An extended second, both sides of it. Foul tip here, catches the mask of Nick Sauve. And an 0-1 count to Bernal. He reached last inning on a hit by pitch. Hit him in the leg on a fastball in the dirt. A 4-2 lead for Lethbridge. Swing and a miss here by Bernal, and 0-2. Amerlan up to 50 pitches. Had 25 pitches in the first inning, now 25 here in the second. Oh, 2, breaking ball, strike 3. And that will end the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Amerlan, but the Bulls strike for 3 in the home second. And after 2 complete at Spitz Stadium, it's Lethbridge 4 and Fort McMurray 2. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Top of the third inning we go, a 4-2 lead for the Lethbridge Bulls here at Spitz Stadium. Dustin Forbes along with you. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard across the Western Canadian Baseball League on this Friday night. Scores have Medicine Hat and Regina scoreless, that one in the 4th inning.
Top of the third.
Still to come.
McMurray, the catcher, number 3.
Other games today is looking for an updated scoreboard here. Bear with me as the Top of the third set, Brett Getz steals, and that one low for a ball. The Western Canadian Baseball League site not updating the scores across the league right now, so we'll keep our eye on that and get you updated out of town scoreboards as soon as we can. We can tell you it is a 4-2 lead here. As a fastball in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff man, Nick Sauvé. He's followed by Matty Rhodes and Coleman Kawaguchi, due up here in the third. Ground ball to third. Wheatley charges, sets and throws in the dirt. And it got by Clairhout, and Sauvé will head to second.
Designated hitter number 34, Matt Rhodes.
So Matt Rhodes, designated hitter with a runner at second on the E5. And on the overthrow, Sauvé able to get to second as Rhodes takes the first pitch low for a ball, and 1-0 to the designated hitter, batting .281 with 7 home runs this season. One 0 and a strike called, 1-1. Rhodes has 3 home runs in his last 4 games. Had 2 dingers in the first game of a doubleheader a couple of days ago in Brooks. They played 2 straight days of doubleheaders against the Bombers. As a swing and a miss there, 1 and 2. And he strikes out here. 1 away in the top of the third. Strikeout number 3 for Brett Getz. And now Kawaguchi for the second time. Fly ball right field. Bernal on the way, but that one drifts out of play for a loud foul ball, 0-1. Just behind that a little bit was Coleman Kawaguchi. He doubled and scored in the second inning. Takes this one in the dirt. 1-1. 7 games, 3 home runs and 8 RBI for Kawaguchi. Had 3 home runs and 7 RBI in 1 game against Brooks on Wednesday as a bouncer past Wheatley at third. A run's going to come in to score, and that makes it 4-3, and an RBI double for Kawaguchi. And Sauvé came in from second to score. And a pair of doubles now in consecutive innings for Kawaguchi. And now Carter Herkin. Ground ball to third. Wheatley steps, and they call it a foul ball. Fortunate for him because he lost his balance there on transfer. But the ball had bounced out of play. And so Herkin back in with an 0-1 count. Ground ball. Spinoza in the hole. Turns and throws. Scooped up by Clairhout. What a play.
For the shortstop, J.C. Spinoza.
That is athleticism at its best
Shortstop.
from the Bulls shortstop. Shades of another number 2 that we saw for so many years wearing pinstripes. Fly ball to right. Bernal can't get to it. That falls for a base hit. A run on the way in, and that will cash in to tie the game at 4. A base hit for an RBI for Ben Swenumson.
First baseman with 41. Roger Duncan.
And he's 2 for 2 with a couple of ribbies. And now Ryder Duncan in a tie game with 2 away here in the 3rd. One ball, no strikes. Checked swing by Duncan on a low fastball, 2-0. And they're going to check the runner as Swenumson steps back. Safe at first. Early on the night, but Ben Swenumson, a double and a single already. Halfway to the cycle. Swing and a miss by Duncan. 2-1. Duncan reached on a error to the second baseman back in the 2nd inning. This one misses low, 3-1. Just the 2nd game of the season for Ryder Duncan. For Fort McMurray, made his season and WCBL debut last night. 2 nights ago in Brooks, went 0 for 4. As he takes a strike there, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Fastball on the ground. Wheatley sets, throws. That one a dart to end the inning, but the Giants score twice to tie it 4-4. Bottom of the 3rd we go at Spitz Stadium. It's tied up. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege. Bottom of the 3rd inning we go with the Lethbridge Bulls heading to the sticks in a tie game, a 4-4 contest here at Spitz Stadium. As Ash Amerlin back out for the 3rd, and he will be tasked with the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Bulls. And leading things off will be Luke Wheatley for Lethbridge, followed by Ben Simmons and J.C. Spinoza. Wheatley 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That was in the 1st inning as a swing and a miss by Wheatley, 0-1. Luke batting below 150 on the season. Made a good play to end the top of the 3rd. As this one in for a strike, 0-2. And a strikeout there. They'll have to go to first. One away. 2 strikeouts for Wheatley. And strikeout number 5 on the ninth for Ash Amerlin. 26 strikeouts now for Wheatley on the season. In 70 at-bats. And now Ben Simmons will look to get a 1-out rally going again. The Bulls rallied with 1 away in the bottom of the second to score 3 times. Simmons led off that inning. He's 0 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the Bulls catcher. On the ground to third. Charging is Herkin. With time, 2 gone.
First stop, number 2, J.C. Spinoza.
And now the 9-hitter, J.C. Spinoza. Scored after being walked in the second. Was his 14th walk of the season for Spinoza. Back in the second inning as he takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. On deck is Bernie Sakaris. Fastball upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Spinoza held hitless on Wednesday in a game against Regina, but has hits in 3 of his last 4. Four hits in that span for the Canisius University shortstop. 2-0 on the ground. Charging is Swinumson, the shortstop, with time. Flip over in order. Go the Bulls in the third. 3 complete here at Spitz Stadium. It's Fort McMurray 4, Lethbridge 4. You're watching Bulls baseball and the WCBL on FloCollege.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
Camden Center.
Top of the 4th inning at Spitz Stadium in a 4-4 game between the Lethbridge Bulls and the Fort McMurray Giants. Thanks for having us on. Dustin Forbes along with you. Clayton Yates is our producer as Brett gets back out for the top of the 4th. And a swing and a miss by Camden Sanders leading things off. He's followed by Connor Martin and Connor Rainey in this 4th inning in a 4-4 tie. 4 hits, 4 runs for both the Bulls and the Giants as Sanders in an 0-2 hole after a swing and a miss. He's 0 for 1, went down on strikes looking. His last time up is this one in the dirt, 1-2. Sanders with a full count. Took a pitch what he thought was outside, but called a strike by Travis Oberg, the home plate umpire tonight. This one inside, 2-2. Cody Nelson at first, Lonnie Smith at third this evening for the three-man crew here at Spitz Stadium. Lights on now here in Lethbridge as a fastball missed off the plate. 3-2, full count. Job by Sanders to battle back. 3 straight balls. And that makes it 4 and a leadoff walk for Camden Sanders. Tough to lose the leadoff man when you get up 0-2, but good job by Sanders to battle back. And so a runner on first, none away for Connor Martin. First offering to Martin, pulls back a bunt. 1-0 count to the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the second inning. Up to 70 pitches now for Brett Getz, as it looks like some action down toward the Bulls bullpen as a bunt laid down the first base line. Player will apply the tag. Runner advances, 1 away. So Sanders able to get to second on the bunt. And now back to the top of the order for Connor Rainey. Rainey 0 for 2 tonight in this game. Fastball, swing it a miss, 0-1. Rainey grounded out to first in the first, grounded out to the shortstop in the second in his 2 trips to the plate so far. That one a ball, 1-1. Rainey this season batting .226 out of Texas, goes to Dakota State University. This is his 39th game of the season for the Giants. 1-1. High and outside, 2 balls and a strike. 31 hits for Rainey. Does not have a home run, but has 4 doubles and 2 triples this season. This one flared foul to the screen. 2-2. Rainey has struck out 39 times this season. This one high to run the count full. "18 strikeouts in his last 9 games, make it 19 as he goes down on strikes. And 2 away here in the 4th.
Catcher number 3, Nick Suave.
And strikeout number 4 for Brett Getz. Fastball to start the at-bat with Nick Sauve. Sauve owns a .294 average coming into play. 0 for 1, reached on an error his last time up and scored as he fouls this one back 0-2. Lined out to the second baseman in the first and then reached on the error to lead off the third and scored. Here in this 4-4 game. Next pitch will be number 80 for Brett Getz. And it's in the dirt, 1-2. Breaking ball got him. A high breaking ball, and Sauve strikes out, back-to-back strikeouts. And after walking the leadoff man, Brett Getz retires the next 3. 4.5
Scores tied 4-4.
to this point. And let's go down to field level, I believe, for an in-game interview.
And we're down on the field to do a little bit of an interview. Are we? Alexis there?
Yes, I'm down here with head coach Ryan McDonald for the on-field Brown Social House mid-game report. Ryan, how are you doing?
Great, how you doing?
Pretty good. Okay, first question. JC Spinoza made a great play in the third. Tell us what he brings to the plate.
Yeah, JC's been really good for us all year. Every at bat he comes, he puts good at bats together, and the defense is a plus for sure.
For sure. Ben Simmons was last night's Sisters Pub player of the game. How good was he for the Bulls last night?
Yeah, he was really good. Made a couple outstanding plays back here, catching fly balls, and did a really good job calling the game and blocking some balls behind the plate.
Perfect. And Bulls are trying to move to first in the West Division. What has to happen to get us there this summer?
Good pitching and great defense. Our bats been there for us all year. We just got to, keep the defense.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, Ryan.
All right, thank you for that. Always some good insight from the Bulls head coach Ryan McDonald as we get set for the bottom of the 4th inning here at Spitz Stadium. Dustin Forbes along with you. A 4-4 game between the Giants and the Bulls. First of 3 head-to-head over the next 2 days. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. And it's been a doubleheader-filled trip for Fort McMurray. On Wednesday, they played a doubleheader in Brooks. Last night, they played a doubleheader in Brooks. So just the one game today, it'll feel like an off day for the Giants ahead of a doubleheader again tomorrow. Bulls will be in Okotoks on Sunday. So Lethbridge really looking to try and position themselves in a good spot to make that game a monstrous game. Because going into action tonight, Lethbridge was sitting with a 28-16 record, 2 games back of Okotoks for first place in the West Division. And so Bernie Sakaris will lead off the bottom of the 4th inning in this tie game, and a foul tip to the glove. And an 0-1 count for Sakaris. He reached on a walk his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. He came around to score. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball, and that one high. Misses 1-1. Flared foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Bernie. Sakaris this season, 45 hits on the year, 21 walks as well, batting just under 400. Here's the 1-2 from Amerlin, and that one a called strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for Amerlin. And 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's now 6 straight retired by Amerlin after the extended 2nd inning, which saw Lethbridge score 3 times. McTavish takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Brennan tonight 0 for 1 with a walk. Amerlin up to 64 pitches now. Breaking ball fouled back. 0-2. McTavish struck out in the 1st inning, walked, and then scored in the 2nd. Third trip to the plate tonight. Oh, 2 in there for a strike. Back-to-back punch-outs. Both looking. And 2 down.
First baseman number 23, Carter Clairhout.
And now Carter Clairhout with 2 gone. And 7 straight retired by Ash Amerlin. Swing and a miss by Clairhout, 0-1. Bulls went in order in the third. Clairhout 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI. Will look to try and get the Bulls kick-started offensively. Here in the bottom of the fourth in a tie game. 0-1. Strike called, 0-2. Couple of productive innings for Ash Amerlin. After 51 pitches in the first 2 innings. Needed 12 last inning and just 5 pitches so far in this inning. As Clairhout flares that one. Foul, 0-2. Carter struck out in the second, or in the first rather. In the second, had a single for an RBI. Oh, 2. Breaking ball upstairs, misses 1 ball, 2 strikes. The RBI for Carter in his last at-bat was his 37th ribby of the season. That puts him 3 back of Jack Kaliski, who has 2 tonight and is up to 40 on the year. 1-2 on the ground of the shortstop. The throw is not in time, and that'll be an infield hit for Carter Clairhout with 2 away. And again, good hustle by Carter to get down the line. Did so in his single in his last at bat. And now Kaliski, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI, will dig in with 1 on and 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. RBI single in the first, RBI single in the second. Up to 40 ribbies this season for Big Jack. At 47 RBI last year. A career high. Fastball outside for a called strike, 0-1. That one just caught the corner. One is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. In his first hit back, Kaliski went opposite with a base hit past the second baseman into right, and then went opposite again with a base hit to right in his second at bat. So this one pulled to the third baseman with time. The throw from Perkin is in time, and that will end the fourth inning. Through 4 complete. We're tied at 4. Bulls and Giants. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
This summer, there's only one place to be, and that's Spitz Stadium.
You can sit here. Or here. You can sit here. Or here.
Or even here. But not here. Get your tickets now at bullsbaseball.com and come experience Bulls baseball all summer long. It's going to be unbelievable. The Lethbridge Bullhorn is all things regarding the Lethbridge Bulls of the Western Canadian Baseball League. The Bullhorn has the latest news regarding the Bulls with interviews with current and past players, signings, game recaps, and updates on all the events happening at Spit Stadium. The Bullhorn is your place for all things regarding baseball in Lethbridge. Get your horns up with the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report.
It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected. Because it truly is. And it's all we think about. So you don't have to.
Top of the fifth we go here at Spit Stadium in a tie game 4-4. Bulls and Giants. Lethbridge this season, 5 games so far against Fort McMurray, have posted a 3-2 record. As Matty Rhodes will lead things off here in the fifth, followed by Coleman Kawaguchi and Carter Herkin due up as well. As the first offering from Brett Getz is a breaking ball 1-0. Getz out for the fifth, 81 pitches so far. Breaking ball again to Rhodes. This one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the home run derby champ. 1-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Rhodes tonight is 0 for 2. Grounded out in the first to end the 3-up, 3-down inning. And then struck out his last time up in the third as he flares this one foul. 1-2, the count remains. This one fouled again on a high inside pitch to Rhodes, who stays alive. Rhodes goes to Butler University. Is this one in there 2-2? On the ground, foul. Has 9 multi-hit games this season, including a game where he went 5 for 6. That was back on June the 7th against Regina. Had a home run in that game, did Matty Rhodes. Is a full count, 3-2 on the way. And that one, I believe, is a walk. Yes, it is. So, leadoff walk for Matty Rhodes.
Second baseman, number 9, Coleman.
And now Coleman Kawaguchi will come to the plate. He's 2 for 2 in this game with an RBI. First offering, and that one cut on, fouled back. 0-1. Kawaguchi doubles in both at-bats tonight. He's scored both times as well. Swing and a miss here, 0-2. Doubled and scored in the second, had an RBI double, and then scored in the third for Kawaguchi. 9 home runs this season, 2 doubles, 3 home runs in just 8 games. As this one for a ball, 1-2. 93 pitches now for Getz. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kawaguchi down on strikes and strikeout number 6 on the night for Brett Getz and one away here in the top of the fifth. And now Carter Herkin will stand in. First pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Herkin tonight 0 for 1 with a walk. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Some action out on the Bulls bullpen with a right-hander getting loose. This one upstairs misses 3-0. Now 97 pitches for Getz. 1 away here in the top of the fifth. And that's a 4-pitch walk. And Josh Bergman will buy some time for the reliever getting loose. And he'll come out for a conversation with Getz, who's at 98 pitches. A walk followed by a strikeout, followed by a walk for Getz. In the last 7 batters that he has faced, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a ground ball induced. And now Ben Swinupson will come to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning in a 4-4 ball game. And the first pitch from Getz is in the dirt, 1-0. Popped up, shallow center. In comes McTavish, and he'll make the play for the second out. And so now Ryder Duncan will make his way to the plate, and Getz will look to try and get the third out and make it 5 complete. And would hope for the Bulls to get at least a run in the 5th so that he could be in line for a victory. First pitch to Duncan is a strike. That's pitch number 101 on the night. Duncan 0 for 1, reached on an error in the second, grounded out in the third. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 0-2. This is just the second game of the year for Duncan. Three strikeouts so far. This one in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wonder if this is the last batter that Brett Getz will face regardless. Popped up and fouled back. If he gets the batter out, it's the end of the inning. If he does not, it's a bases loaded situation at the very least. 1-2 on the ground. Espinosa charges. He'll make the tag at second, and that will end the inning. Brett Getz 105 pitches. Likely the end of the night for him as we go to the bottom of the 5th in a tie game. 4-4 at Spitz Stadium. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege. Bottom of the fifth inning we go here at Spitz Stadium, and Ash Amerlin is back out for the fifth inning after a couple of productive innings in the third and the fourth. Giving up just the one hit in that span, has struck out 3 over the last 2. Up to 7 strikeouts on the night, as he will take on Steven Andrzejczyk, followed by Adonis Bernal and Luke Wheatley here in this home fifth in the tie game. And Steven Andrzejczyk will lead things off for Lethbridge. And Steven tonight, 2 previous trips to the plate. He walked in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the second. First offering from Amerlin is a fastball outside, 1-0. A 4-4 game. Bulls with 5 hits. Fort McMurray with 4 on the night. 1-0 high and inside. Andrzejczyk out of Kalispell, Montana, goes to Midland College. Here's the 2-0, and that one in the dirt outside for a 3-0 count to the Bulls' second baseman. And that's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning.
Right fielder number 19.
Fifth walk of the night for Amerlin. And now Adonis Bernal will stand in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Big cut by Adonis on that one. Hit by a pitch in the first inning, struck out to end the second. Fouled back. 0-2.
For being a longtime sponsor of the Bulls, be sure to book a table. Sun is placed in Lethbridge. Do protect terrace for your next group event.
Oh, 2 on the way, and that one in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adonis, the right fielder tonight, has been doing some catching of late as well, with the deletion of Drew Bufford to the roster. Here's the 1-2, and that one in the dirt to even the count, 2-2. A rare night off for Lee Matsuzaki for Lethbridge tonight. In right field. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts now for Bernal. That is strikeout number 8 for Amerlin. And 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. And Luke Wheatley will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And they'll check the runner, and the ball got over the head of the first baseman, Ryder Duncan, but was able to track down to get it to hold the runner at first, and Steven Andrzejczyk. Fastball for a strike, 0-1 to Wheatley. Pretty good crowd tonight on this Friday here at Spitz Stadium. Little League World Series ongoing in Lethbridge here this week. Little Leaguers playing during the morning and afternoon, and the big club at night. Here's the 0-1 in there, just off the plate on what looked like a bit of a slider, and a 1-1 count to Wheatley. Luke struck out to end the first, and then struck out to open up a three up, 3 down third. One on the ground. Wheatley, did he check? No, he didn't. Ball was in the dirt, and he went around. And so a 1-2 count to the third baseman. Close one. It looked like from vantage point that he was able to check his swing, but on appeal, Cody Nelson said otherwise. So Wheatley has to battle here. And that one just missed inside. 2-2. That was a good pitch from Amerlin. Good take by Wheatley. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 87 pitches now for Amerlin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Luke Wheatley, and it's strikeout number 9 for Amerlin. And 2 down. Amerlin rolling right now. Has retired 10 of the last 12 batters he has faced. As Simmons takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. 6 strikeouts in that span for Amerlin going back to the second inning. Runner going. The throw, not in time. And stealing second is Steven Andrzejczyk. And for him, stolen base number 6 on the year. So Simmons with a runner in scoring position, 2 away, down 0-2 in the count in a 4-4 game. Punch out number 10 for Ash Amerlin. Simmons down on strikes, and Ash Amerlin strikes out the side. 5 complete here at Spitz Stadium. It's the Fort McMurray Giants 4, the Lethbridge Bulls 4. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
T-Bone is a busy bull these days, so please give him a hand keeping Spitz Stadium clean by using the Ability Resource Center's recycling bins located throughout Spitz Stadium. Ability Resources is the official recycling depot of the Lethbridge Bulls and Spitz Stadium.
Top of the 6th inning at Spitz Stadium, and end of the night of Brett Getz. He goes 5 complete in this game. It'll be a no decision for him. as Julian Robertson will come in out of the bullpen, the lanky right-hander. Here in inning number 6, and the Bulls would like to get a little bit of time out of Robertson with a doubleheader coming tomorrow, so they'd like to be able to stretch him perhaps. 0-1 on the season. This is appearance number 7 for Julian. 1 save this year, 7 2/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 7 walks, 14 hits allowed. Last worked July 17th when an inning in a losing cause against Saskatchewan. Previous to that, July 12th, he worked. That was 2 innings in a loss against Sylvan Lake. So Robertson takes over from Brett Getz, who went, as mentioned, the 5 complete, gave up 5 hits, the 4 runs.
The Bulls would like to thank Gaffney for being
And for Getz, he struck out 6.
And we try for more, please call or visit the Split Stadium outing. The top of the 6th inning, leading off with
And walked 4 with 106 pitches. Leading things off here in the top of the 6th inning is the number 8 hitter, Camden Sanders, the left fielder, to take on the righty, Julian Robertson. And a foul tip for an 0-1 count to Sanders. He's followed by Connor Martin and Connor Rainey due up in this 6th inning. Sanders 0 for 1 with a walk today. Breaking ball upstairs, misses 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanders struck out looking in the 2nd inning. He walked in the 4th. Good breaking ball there from Robertson. Froze him. 1-2. Robertson out of Aurora, Ontario. 6'6", 200 pounds. As this one bent in, but around the plate. 2-2. Goes to Ohio University. Two. Fastball outside, runs the count full to Camden Sanders. Sanders with a 145 batting average this season. Does have 5 home runs, though. Popped up and back out of play. On a high breaking ball. 3-2 count remains to Sanders. On deck is Connor Martin. He's 0 for 2. Connor Rainey after that, he's 0 for 3. Fastball pulled past Wheatley at 3rd. That's a base hit. And Sanders aboard with his first hit of the night. And extends a hit streak to 3 straight games to lead off the 6th.
Right field for 5, Connor Martin.
And Sanders now hits in 5 of his last 6 games. And now Connor Martin will look for his first hit of the night as well. Inside from Robertson, 1-0. Martin mentioned 0 for 2. Pulled but foul down the first base line. Martin struck out in the 2nd inning. One of the 6 strikeouts on the night for Brett Getz. And then he grounded out in the 4th. 1-1 inside. Throw to second. Not in time. In safe is Sanders for the stolen base. For Camden Sanders, his first stolen base of the season for the Giants. In the air, fly ball, shallow right. Backing up is Andrzejczyk. And he'll make the grab. Bernal was on his horse in. But Andrzejczyk able to make the grab and one away here in the 6th inning. And holding at second was Sanders. And back to the top of the order is Connor Martin now 0 for 3. Connor Rainey 0 for 3 on the night for Fort McMurray. Breaking ball upstairs, 1-0. Couple of groundouts in the 1st and 2nd, followed by a strikeout in the 4th for Rainey, the center fielder. Called strike there, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rainey not happy with himself on that one on what looked like a ball outside. Fly ball drifting foul out of play down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Julian Robertson. Four game. Strike 3 called. Down looking. 2 away. First strikeout of the night for Julian Robertson. And now Nick Sauve with 1 on and 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Bulls scored 4 runs in the first 2 innings. Giants scored 4 runs in the 2nd and 3rd combined. No runs have cashed in each of the last 2 innings, as this high one misses upstairs, 1-0. Pulled on the ground, past Wheatley, knocked it down. Good play to keep it near the infield. That saves a run for sure, as Wheatley was able to just lay out for that hot shot down the line and got his glove on it to save a run. And now runners on the corners on the infield hit. And Matty Rhodes, the designated hitter. 7 homers this season. Throw to Wheatley. Had to climb the ladder there, as Simmons tried to catch the third baseman. Runner went from first to second. So runners in scoring position. One-0 count to Matty Rhodes. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Hold, foul. Down the right field line. Grounded out to end the first. Struck out in the third, walked in the fifth. One upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Coleman Kawaguchi. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles. Open bag at first. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Fouled back. Fly ball right field. Out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two away here in the top of the 6th in a tie game. Two again. Upstairs, full count. Good at bat going for Matty Rhodes here. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Robertson got him on an inside breaking ball to end the inning. And to strand 2. Top of the 6th gone. Tied 4-4. Bottom half next. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here at Spitz Stadium as the Bulls and Giants are tied 4-4. Trying to get some score updates from across the WCBL tonight, but the website not updating as of right now. So I can't tell you what the out-of-town scoreboard is. I've at least efforted a score update out of the game in Okotoks, and that one the most important one because the Dogs are hosting the Brooks Bombers and going into play tonight. Lethbridge sitting 2 games back of Okotoks, and they'll meet at Siemens Stadium on Sunday afternoon as JC Spinoza will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning as Ash Amerlin back out for the 6th. 91 pitches for him, 10 strikeouts. First pitch swinging, Spinoza 0-1. Amerlin, the 10 strikeouts. He struck out the side in the 5th. And a season high for him in strikeouts tonight. This one in the dirt, 1-2. His previous season high was 8 strikeouts in a game. He did it twice. June the 5th in Weyburn had 8 strikeouts in just 3 innings that night. And then June 11th had 8 strikeouts in 4 innings against the Energy City Cactus Rats. 1-1 on the ground. Roller. Throw to first in time from Swinomson. And 1 away here in the home 6th.
This is the infielder number 1, Bernie Scaros.
And now top of the order, Bernie Sakaris, his 3rd plate appearance tonight. 0 for 1 with a walk. Squares to bunt and pulls it back, but a called strike 0-1. Bernie walked and scored in the 2nd. He came around to score after going into the game as a pinch runner for Shea McTavish in the 1st inning, and then struck out in the 4th. So 0 for 1 with a walk, a strikeout, and 2 runs scored for Sakaris. Bouncer to 3rd. Herkin across, 2 down.
Center fielder number 5, Brennan McTavish.
And so now Brennan McTavish will look for a 2-out rally to get the Bulls going offensively. They've been pretty quiet over the last 4 innings. "13 of the last 15 batters that Amerlin has faced, he's been able to retire. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. And of those batters, 7 strikeouts for Ash Amerlin. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for McTavish. McTavish 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 strikeouts. Walked and scored in the 2nd. High fastball misses 1-2. 99 pitches for Amerlin. Brett gets the Bulls starter through 106 pitches in his 5 innings of work. And the next one will be pitch number 100 for Amerlin. And it's knocked down the 3rd base line and no throw. And that will go down as an infield hit for Brendan McTavish. Almost looked like it was a check swing roller on that one. And so Carter Clairhout now with a runner at first and 2 away. First offering to Clairhout is a strike at the knees, 0-1. 101 pitches now for Amerlin. Hard to think he'd be back out for the 7th, but no action as of yet in the Fort McMurray bullpen. Popped up on the infield. To his right is Herkin, and that will end the sixth. Through 6 complete here at Spitz Stadium, 3 straight scoreless innings, a 4-4 tie. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege. Tyler Pauly out of the bullpen for the Lethbridge Bulls after Julian Robertson went an inning and threw 26 pitches. As we go to the top of the 7th inning here at Spitz Stadium in a tie game. And for Tyler Pauly, this will be appearance number 12 out of the bullpen. 0-1 record with a 7.94 ERA, 11 1/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 12 walks. He's given up 11 hits. Pauly last worked July 20th, went 2 innings and a loss in Sylvan Lake. And he will be the 3rd pitcher of the night for Lethbridge in this tie game. As Coleman Kawaguchi, followed by Carter Herkin and Ben Swadumson, due up in this 7th inning.
Pitching change for the Bulls, now pitch 29, Tyler Pauly. Cavendish Fries here, the official Fries.
A 4-4 game here
Fries available
in Lethbridge.
And on the main concourse of the grass stand.
And Pauly will be tasked with Kawaguchi, the second baseman, who's 2 for 3 tonight, with a couple of doubles. First offering from Pauly is a fastball low, 1-0 to Kawaguchi. The Giants' second baseman doubled and scored in the 2nd. He doubled with an RBI and then scored in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. And this one gets away. 2-0 from Pauly. The Fisher, Texas product. This one ripped to left. That's a base hit for Kawaguchi. He's 3 for 4. And the leadoff man aboard. That is the 7th hit of the night for Fort McMurray. 3 of them belonging to Kawaguchi, with those 2 doubles and now a single. And now Carter Herkin lays a bunt. Pauly sets and throws. Good cover by Andrechik. As Pauly blew it by Clairhout, but Andrechik covering, able to hold the runners at 1st and 2nd on the bunt single.
Number 16, Ben Spencer.
And so now runners at 1st and 2nd for Ben Swadumson. He showed bunt and pulled it back, going 1-0 the count. Bunt again shown, pulled back this time, a strike, 1-1. So a bunt single by Herkin. And now Swinumson, the shortstop, back-to-back pitches has shown bunt. Infield on the grass, bunt laid down. Clairhout turns, throws to first, threw it away. All the way out to left, a run's going to score, and Fort McMurray has the lead 5-4. Small ball work there. And Fort McMurray back in front. Kawaguchi scored from third. And Carter Herkin went first to third on the error. And now Ryder Duncan, the first baseman, has been replaced.
Before Zach Kavanaugh.
As Zach Kavanaugh, the pinch hitter here for Fort McMurray. And they check the runner, got him at first. What a pickoff by Tyler Pauly.
First ball pickoff, moved by Tyler Pauly.
And one away now. This one inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Zach Kavanaugh, who took over for Ryder Duncan. Duncan went 0 for 3. Pardon me, 0 for 2, reached on an error. Kavanaugh out of Chilliwack, British Columbia. 185 average for him this season. Here's the 3-0, and that's a 4-pitch walk. And Josh Bergman, pitching coach for the Bulls, back out to have a conversation with Tyler Pauly. Struggling to find the strike zone right now is Pauly. And now Camden Sanders, the left fielder, steps to the plate. With runners on the corners and 1 away. Here in the top of the 7th with Fort McMurray having pulled ahead 5-4. Breaking ball inside, pushed him back 1-0. Fastball turned on, but foul. Out of play, 1-1. Sanders 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. High fly ball center field. McTavish to his right. Makes the grab. Runner will tag from third and come to score. It's 6-4 for Fort McMurray. On a sac fly RBI for Camden Sanders. And now Connor Martin, bottom of the order. Off the plate, 1-0. Fastball for a strike, 1-1. Martin tonight, 0 for 3. That one off the plate as well, 2-1. Three balls, one strike. 2 away. Strike 2 with a fastball, full count. And that's a walk. And now back to the top of the order, Connor Rainey. With runners at first and second, 2 away in the top of the 7th. Fort McMurray leading 6-4. Giants coming into the game 17-25 on the season as a high fastball swing and a miss. Losers of their last 2. This is the 8th game on a 14-game road stretch for the Giants. Their next home game will be Wednesday, July the 30th, when they open up a 4-game set at home against the Brooks Bombers. One, fouled back. And on the trip so far, Fort McMurray has posted a 4-3 record in the first 7 games of this trek. Through the south. Fastball got him. On the outside corner, a strikeout of Rainey. But the Giants score twice in the top of the 7th and take a 6-4 lead to the middle of the 7th. We stretch in Lethbridge with the Giants leading by 2. You're watching the WCBL on FloCollege.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
Back out for the bottom of the 7th inning is Ash Amerlin. 102 pitches for him so far. Has retired 14 of the last 17 batters he's faced going back to the 2nd inning. 7 of them by strikeout. And he's got 10 strikeouts in this game as he opens up the bottom of the 7th with Jack Kaliski, followed by Steven Andrzejczyk and Adonis Bernal. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. Amerlin really cruising through the last 4 innings. That one off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kaliski tonight, 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a couple of RBI. Fastball fought off and foul. 1-2. Kaliski singled with an RBI in the first, had an RBI single in the second. He grounded out to end the fourth. Only the 3 base runners since the 8-batter second inning for Lethbridge. Fly ball to center. All the way back is Rainey, and down to an E. He makes the catch. He had to hurry back for that one. And 1 away here in the 7th.
Second baseman, number 8, Stephen Olmachek.
And now Stephen Andrzejczyk. 0 for 1 with 2 walks tonight. Has a stolen base this evening as well.
Hello. Hello.
Fastball. There. And this one upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike, 2-1 to Andrzejczyk. Stephen walked in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the second, walked in the 5th. 2-1 upstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike. And that will be a walk of Andrzejczyk, and the Bulls have just their 4th base runner in the last 4 innings. And is that going to be the end of the night of Ash Amerlin? 111 pitches. Long conversation here. And Amerlin's going to stay in. Hard to argue his stuff of late.
Number 19, Douglas Burnell.
And so with 1 on, 1 away, Adonis Bernal. Fastball on the outside corner. 0-1. An impressive performance by Ash Amerlin. 5 hits. Big cut by Bernal. 0-2. Strikeout number 11 for Ash Amerlin. And 2 away here in the 7th.
Third base, number 9.
And now Luke Wheatley will come to the plate, having struck out 3 times tonight. 0 for 3. Fastball 0-1. High fastball. Evens the count, 1-1. Strikeout in the first, strikeout in the third, strikeout in the fifth for Wheatley. Looking to change course here. One in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Andrechik at first with a walk. Fly out of Kaliski to open the inning, and then most recently the 11th strikeout of the night for Amerlin. Adonis Bernal. Swing and a miss, 2-2 to Wheatley. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 12 for Ash Amerlin. Wheatley down on strikes for the 4th time. And after 7 complete, it's Fort McMurray 6, Lethbridge 4. You're watching the WCBL at Spitz Stadium on FloCollege.
Choice.
Tyler Polley back out for the top of the 8th inning, his 2nd inning of work. After 24 pitches in the 7th, and the Bulls down 2. An absolute gem of a night for Ash Amerlin. 119 pitches to this point through 7 complete, in line for the win. I would suggest very unlikely he comes back out for the 8th inning, but you never know the way he's been rolling since the 2nd inning. And so, with a 2-run lead, the Fort McMurray Giants will send Nick Suave, the catcher, followed by Matty Rhodes and Coleman Kawaguchi up here in the 8th as the first pitch strike for Tyler Polley. 0-1. Suave is 1 for 2. 1 for 3 tonight, reached on an error as well. As this one a ground ball? Wheatley sets, throws, in time, 1 away. And so Matty Rhodes now the designated hitter.
Rhodes.
0-1. Rhodes tonight 0 for 3 with a walk. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. To Matt Rhodes, the DH. He grounded out in the first, struck out in the third, walked in the fifth, struck out in the sixth. Oh, that one hit him right on the outside of the knee. So Rhodes will take his time to get down to first, trying to shake off that one. And now Coleman Kawaguchi with 1 on and 1 away here in the 8th. Breaking ball in for a strike, going 1. Kawaguchi, 3 for 4. Fastball upstairs, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 doubles and a single with an RBI. 3 runs scored tonight for Coleman Kawaguchi, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Good fastball from Pauly. Fastball again, got him. High heater. Second strikeout of the night for Pauly, the 10th punch out of the game for the Bulls staff. And 2 down with Carter Herken up. Oh, that hit him. Did it? Maybe caught the glove of Simmons. Runner advances to second on the high pitch. Looked like maybe it caught the shoulder of the batter. Hit something for sure. Hurt it. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 and 1. Got him on the breaking ball there. Couple of walks, a bunt single, and a ground out for Herken, and this one hit him. The first one didn't, the second one did, and that's 2 hit batters in this inning by Tyler Pauly, and runners at first and second.
South 16, Ben Swinson.
Ground ball. Andrechik to his left. Throw on to first in time. That will end the inning. Top of the 8th, done here at Spitz Stadium. It's the Bulls trailing 6-4. Bottom of the 8th we go next. You're watching the Western Canadian Baseball League on FloCollege. Got an update out of Okotoks. The Dogs leading the Bombers 4-1 heading to the 9th inning. Here, of course, it is a 6-4 Giants lead. And Amerlin back out for the 8th inning. 119 pitches for Ash Amerlin. Has retired 17 of the last 21, 9 by strikeout. Has 12 strikeouts on the night. And Ben Simmons will lead things off in the home 8th, followed by J.C. Spinoza and Bernie Sakaris due up in this inning. As 1-0 count to Ben Simmons. There is action of the Giants bullpen, as this one misses with a fastball in the dirt. 2-0. After 51 pitches in the first 2 innings, Amerlin has been in cruise control ever since. 70 pitches since. Fastball for a strike, 2-1. Has allowed just 1 base runner in the last 5 innings. Should correct myself. 4 base runners in 5 innings. 1 in each of the last 4. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Simmons, the catcher. Ben tonight 0 for 3. Inside, full count, 3-2. That arm will be rubber tomorrow. Next pitch will be 125. And it's a strikeout number 13. Simmons down on strikes looking. Unbelievable performance. And it will continue against J.C. Spinoza. Fastball upstairs. One and 0 to Spinoza. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Fastball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2 to Spinoza. Bulls have stranded a runner in each of the last 4 innings. That's their only 4 base runners in the last 5 total. One, 2. Off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch will be number 130 on the night for Ash Amerlin. He is becoming the story of this one, if not already having taken the script. Fouled off by Spinoza. 2-2. Count remains. Performance by Ash Amerlin tonight is old school baseball. You don't see guys go this far into games anymore, especially this many pitches. Fouled back by Spinoza. In fact, I would love, and I'm not sure that there is the ability to look this up, but I would love to see the last time a WCBL starter threw over 130 pitches. Strikeout number 14. 2 away in the 8th.
Designated one Burks.
To go beyond the WCBL, I would like to know the last time in the major leagues there was a pitcher that went over 130 pitches in a game. Let's see if our producer Clayton Yates can look that up. That one probably more likely to find than the WCBL stat as Amerlin comes back with a breaking ball outside to Bernie Sakaris. Bernie 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. One of the 14 strikeouts for Amerlin. Here's the 1-0, and that one in for a strike. Nolan Ryan threw 235 pitches in a 13 inning game on June 14th, 1974. That's the last time a major league pitcher threw 130 pitches in a game. You're talking, this is historic type stuff from Ash Amerlin tonight. Granted, it's not Major League Baseball, but this is a historic performance. 135 pitches now. Anytime your name can be, even if it's a different league, tied to Nolan Ryan, you're doing something right. 2-1. Swing and a miss by Sakaris. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fun to watch. I can't imagine how his arm is going to feel tomorrow. I think Clayton gave us bad information. We've since been corrected. Clayton Kershaw went 132 pitches in a game. Stands to be good company regardless if you're talking about pitchers that have gone this far into a game. Albeit, of course, different leagues. Take that aside from it tonight because Amerlin comes with pitch number 138 for strikeout number 15. My goodness, he strikes out the side. 138 pitches, 15 strikeouts. To the top of the 9th we go at Spitz Stadium. It's the Fort McMurray Giants 6 and the Lethbridge Bulls 4. You're watching a historic night on FloCollege. Looks like Adrian Marquez out of the Lethbridge bullpen for the 9th inning with the Bulls down 2. Taking over from Tyler Hawley. And Marquez will look to try and hold the Giants to a 2-run lead to set up potentially a come from behind win in the 9th. The bottom of the 9th, that is.
And they would your whole game, bro. The Bulls in the world, that's the Bulls on Full Sports, the official screen partner of the Bulls and the Western Canadian
And
Baseball.
for Marquez, he will take on the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Zach Kavanaugh, Camden Sanders, and Connor Martin due up.
Did you see your dad?
And for Adrian Marquez, this will be appearance number 4 on the season. For the right-hander out of Flagstaff, Arizona, and the first pitch he sends is a base hit to right by Zach Kavanaugh. And one aboard.
Team Captain Sender.
Is there not a word? There's a wonderful. Hold on.
Bunt squared and pulled back. 0-1 for Marquez to Camden Sanders. Breaking ball. That looked good. Marquez thought it was there, but Travis Oberg said no. So 1 on, none away here in the top of the 9th with Fort McMurray leading 6-4. Bunt, foul, 1-2. Marquez worked just 2 days ago. Did not register an out, facing 4 batters. Gave up 3 hits and a walk in what ended up being a Lethbridge win over Regina on Wednesday. Breaking ball again, fouled back by Camden Sanders. One, 2. In the dirt, gets by Simmons, and the runner advances to second. On the wild pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. High breaking ball. 3-2, a full count now for Sanders. On deck is Connor Martin. Fastball turned on. Fly ball right field. All the way to the wall. Dropped up against the wall. Barnall gets it in. A run coming around to home. The in time to get him. A 9-6-2 put away at home plate to save the run. 1 away. What a relay. Martin hit. So now runners at first and second with one away here in the top of the ninth inning.
Center fielder, 26, Randy.
And back to the top of the order, Connor Rainey, the center fielder, 0 for 5 tonight. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Rainey, a couple of strikeouts, 3 of them, a few strikeouts. Has struck out each of his last 3 trips to the plate. A couple of groundouts to go along with it. And this one in the dirt. Knocked off of Simmons to the wall, and the runners advance to third and second. Two balls, no strikes. Fastball upstairs, 3-0. And that's a walk. Bases loaded now with one away. For Nick Sauve, the catcher.
Catcher number 3, Nick Sauve.
Has a hit tonight. Came back in the 6th inning. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. Fastball off the plate this time, 1-1. Line out in the first, reached and scored on an error, struck out in the 3rd, singled in the 6th, grounded out in the 8th for Sauve tonight. Fastball catches the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled back by Sauve to stay alive. On deck is Matt Rhodes, the designated hitter, who has 7 home runs this season. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sauve down, 2 gone. Got him on an outside, I think, fastball. Looked like a little bit of a slider there, but regardless, second out of the inning. And that is the first strikeout in the WCBL for Adrian Marquez. 11th punch out of the night for the Bulls staff as Rhodes fouls the first pitch back to the screen, 0-1. Bases are loaded. Bulls a force at every bag here, should there be a ball on the ground, to try and get out of this inning without any runs cashing. Great pitch by Marquez at the knees with a fastball, 0-2. Two strikeouts for Rhodes tonight. 0 for 3. With a walk and a hit by pitch. Inside with a breaking ball. 1-2. Got him! Back-to-back strikeouts for Adrian Marquez. Holds the bases loaded. And the Bulls hold the score. It's 6-4 Fort McMurray. Home ninth next. This is the WCBL on FloCollege. Bottom of the ninth, we go here at Spitz Stadium. And a 6-4 lead for the Fort McMurray Giants, looking to end a 2-game losing streak. And a new pitcher for the first time tonight for Fort McMurray. And it is Flynn McGahan, number 13, the right-hander, as he takes over for the tremendous performance of Ash Amerlin, who went 8 innings, struck out 15, 138 pitches. And the Bulls will send the beef of the order, starting with Brendan McTavish, followed by Carter Clarkhout and Jack Kaliski to the plate here in the home ninth, down 2. 2 runs to tie it, 3 runs to win it. And Flynn McGahan will look for the save. This will be Flynn's 3rd appearance of the season. First opportunity in which he can get a save. Fastball pulled to first, and that a liner on 1 pitch. 1 away. That ripped off the bat, and a great grab by Ryder Duncan. Otherwise, that might have been a double for Brennan McTavish. So Carter Clarkhout now 2 for 4 with a couple of singles, has an RBI in this game as well. First offering from McGahan is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Come on, ball! Oh, that hit him. Clarkhout aboard. And now the tying run in the form of Jack Kaliski comes to the plate. He's 2 for 4 tonight with a couple of RBI. First offering from again is a ball at the knees. Kaliski, 9 home runs this season, 40 RBI for the 2nd straight season with 2 ribbies tonight. In the dirt, 2-0. Steven Andrechik is on deck. Adonis Bernal will follow him. 3-0. High fastball called a strike. 3-1. That's as close to a ball as you can get without it being called. Hitter count for Kaliski. Green light. 3-1. Fastball turned on and ripped, but foul. Just behind it on that one. And a full count, 3-2 for Jack. The tying run with Claire out at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. High heat there, and Kaliski went chasing.
Second baseman, number 8, Stephen Andrew.
16 strikeouts for the Bulls tonight. And now they're down to their final out with Steven Andrzejczyk aboard. 3 walks tonight for him. Grounded into a fielder's choice as well. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2. Quickly, the Bulls down to their final strike. From Flynn McGann. In the air, fly ball to right. Couple of steps in for Mark, and that's the ball game. The Fort McMurray Giants start this 3-game set in Lethbridge with a 6-4 win over the Lethbridge Bulls and a remarkable performance on the mound tonight for the left-hander. For the Fort McMurray Giants, Ash Amerlin, the product of Aruba, went 8 innings, 138 pitches, 15 strikeouts, and his first win of the season. A tremendous night for the lefty as the Giants win it 6-4. That ends a 2-game losing streak for them. They improve to 18-25 on the season. Now tied in the season series, 3 games apiece. The Bulls 3-3, the Giants 3-3 in the first 6 head-to-head meetings. And Lethbridge has their 4-game winning streak come to an end. 28-17 now their record after the loss tonight. And that puts to bed a 3-game home winning streak as well for Lethbridge, 14-8 in that category. And as mentioned, 3-3 against Fort McMurray, and they'll do it all again tomorrow, not once, but twice. A doubleheader here at Spitz Stadium. The first one at 5 o'clock, the second one at 7:30. 7-inning games. Make sure to tune in. If you can come to the ballpark, come to the ballpark. What a night tonight for the Fort McMurray Giants pitching duo of Ash Amerlin and Flynn McGann. He gets the save, Amerlin the win on the remarkable 138 pitch performance, 15 strikeouts. Just great stuff to watch on this Friday night in the Western Canadian Baseball League. Thanks to everybody who took part of the broadcast tonight. The host, Alexis Ingram, after the top of the 4th in conversation with Bulls head coach Ryan McDonald. Clayton Yates, our producer. My name is Dustin Forbes. The Giants win it 6-4. So long from Spitz Stadium.